Assalamu alaikum, everyone. This is Marriage Mondays, where we spend Mondays talking about marriage. My name's Amir.
My name's Kumar.
And we're going to talk about red flags.
If the person you are marrying does not want to talk to your Wali, that's a red flag.
Red flag.
It's a red flag.
Immediately.
They're not serious. It's a red flag.
It's not just if the person doesn't want to talk to Wali. It's just if she doesn't allow you to talk to the Wali.
Ooh.
red flag. I mean, in all seriousness, the Wali is the first step to marriage. So if that communication has
if there's not a
communication,
if it's not there,
if there's not
non-existent,
then it's a given red flag.
It's a brick wall, a red brick wall.
Because everything starts with the Wali. If the Wali has a reason and the Wali says no,
red flag.
Exactly.
Immediately.
You have to respect your Wali's opinion. He's your father or your
guardian
that
you chose.
And
so there's a reason. You have to look with your eyes.
You know, this is what happens when you get married. Look at me. She's marrying me, but no.
Am I supposed to be the Wali?
She's the Wali, and I'm the groom, right? You see our hands? We hold
face to face.
We hold face to face, and we look each other in the eye, right?
Remember, it's passing the guardianship, okay?
Right, passing the guardianship. Now, this is some serious stuff when the Wali has already said no, and you're looking him in the eye, and he's thinking, I do not like this nigga.
Ooh, no. Red flag. If they don't respect your words.
Red flag.
Red flag. For example, if they don't understand the value of the dowry, red flag. It's there for a purpose. It's there for a reason. There's a reason.
I mean, that's great and all, babe, but sometimes the dowries are unreasonable.
Yeah.
Red flag. We don't even have that on the list, but you just said that. Man, listen.
Okay, that is.
Sometimes the dowries are unreasonable, and if your spouse or whomever is asking for a large sum of money, she may be worth it, but if that person brings out the worst in you,
ooh,
what? Red flag.
Red flag.
Sometimes you talk to someone, everything's good, but you always end up in some type of argument or some type of battle.
And you guys stop talking for days?
Yeah. It's a red flag.
Red flag.
All right.
That's cool. If you are the only one that likes them, that's a red flag.
Red flag.
So, ooh.
Oh. All right, I gotta stop. I just love doing this.
So if your parents are like, this dude's like a creep, or if your sisters or your brothers and your friends are like, yo, there's something off about this person, you're like, no, but I love them so much. That's a red flag. Yeah. You're not seeing with your eyes.
Exactly. You have to open up your eyes, and sometimes other people have to see for you. If the conversation seems very guarded, in that, you ask someone a question, they don't want to answer it, you ask them another question, they still can't answer it.
And it just lies on top of lies on top of lies.
Right. If you start catching them in lies, red flag immediately.
Immediately.
Pass him.
Pass.
That way.
Pass that way.
Exactly. So, and then also, I'm going to put it out there. If you go to sleep at night, right?
This is sleeping?
Yeah, I'm asleep.
Are you sleeping on your right side?
Babe, it doesn't chill. Okay. You're sleeping and you start having bad dreams, recurring bad dreams about someone. Take it as a sign,
Allah.
From Allah. Help yourself, help us all.
It's a red flag.
Hey, you gotta do it
No, last time you almost broke the computer.
Make a face or something.
I was like...
Hey, red flags aren't nice. Red flag.
If they do things that break your trust.
Right, like cut you off.
That's just rude. That's not breaking my trust.
All right, keep going.
But if they do things to break your trust, like lying or, that's a red flag. Don't let all this stuff pile up, because when you get married, you're not going to trust them when they say they're working late at the office.
Yes. I work late nights at the office. I even take her along with me.
Oh gosh, I hate them. I hate them so much.
I always tell her that, hey babe, come to the office with me,
I
right?
really want you to come to the office.
Like, just come.
With me.
It's gonna be really quick, like 10
minutes.
10 minutes.
Into 2 hours. He left me in the car once for 2
All
hours.
right,
Anyway,
all
let's
right,
go.
red
Let's
flags,
go.
Red flags.
Let's
all right?
go. Abusive behavior.
Abusive behavior. That's a red flag.
And if you can't see what abusive behavior is, it's anger issues. Anger issues start with abusive behavior, because it can lead to controlling you and physically harming you and emotionally harming you. Look out for that.
Abusive behaviors outside of marriage can translate into the marriage, and then
it will. It will. If someone, it will. Because right before marriage, people are kind of like fake.
Mm-hmm.
So if they're like fake and they still have anger issues, no. Where's the
red flag.
Red flag.
If this person is the jealous type, he's too clingy.
Red flag.
That's a red flag.
Not just him, but her too.
You guys aren't married yet. Chill out,
You don't got the rights.
Right.
You don't got the rights yet.
You are not my dad. We are talking. Or as, if you want to be politically correct, we're courting.
Courting, yes. You're courting. You're courting.
Right. Check yourself.
You don't need to know where they are at the moment. You don't need to know really who they're hanging out with right now.
All right. Yeah.
You're just like, okay, well, who are you with? What time will you be home? Why is that valuable information to you?
Definitely.
If someone's like texting you up like, why is your sister there with you and I'm not? Oof, no. Ugh.
I don't even. All right. Keep going. Let's go.
No, you go.
I just went.
Oh. Am I doing a different one?
Yeah. Overly insecure.
Overly insecure. I don't really know. You could do that one. I don't really know. Let me hold up red flags though.
Yeah. All right. If the person is overly insecure, he has he or she lacks confidence in themselves. They need to figure themselves out. You're not going to be the building blocks of someone's self-esteem, right? You'll assist them in the process, but it's an uphill battle. They need to work that out themselves.
Yeah, like they're constantly tearing themselves down all the time.
Right.
That gets...
Yeah, I mean, it's like, oh man, I'm so bad in school. And you're sitting there, oh no, it's not that bad.
Like there's a difference between like cheering someone up every once in a while because they need it, and every single conversation having to try to make them feel better. Overly conceited and entitled. Oh my gosh. If they think like, how dare you tell me to do something? How dare you? What's a red flag?
Red flag.
Red flag. Immediately. Ugh.
If the person is too caught up in the dunya, that's a red flag.
Red flag.
Right? You may be caught up in the dunya, right? You may be doing X, Y, and Z. We'll leave your sins to yourself. But if that person is more caught up than you,
they're gonna drag you down.
Yeah, they're gonna drag you down. You're already low.
Drag you down.
You want someone that's gonna lift you up, right?
Gonna pull you up.
Or at least someone who's at the same level.
Oh, same level. That's good.
That's a red flag.
Red flag. Someone who is extremely materialistic. Oh my gosh.
Gucci belt.
Don't you own one?
Shit. Yeah. I had my time.
Yeah. Red flag. Irresponsible, immature, and unpredictable. If you can't trust them to operate a washing machine, red flag. If you can't trust them to be able to pay the PG&E bill,
that's a red flag.
Red flag.
If you can't trust them to be able to put food on the table,
that's a red flag.
That's a red flag for us.
If you're already emotionally drained by this person, you're just, after talking to them, you're just exhausted. Like, oh my gosh, do we have to do this again?
Oh my God, Kamara, why are you talking?
Exactly.
Man, that's a red flag.
Red flag.
Tell him, babe. If they don't respect your boundaries, you know.
Oh, these are not high fives. Boundaries.
These are boundaries, babe.
I didn't respect that.
Yeah,
I
you didn't
know.
respect my boundaries.
I
you know?
didn't know.
Before you're married, right? You know, we got boundaries, babe.
Boundaries.
You can't touch me.
Can't touch this. No. It's a boundary.
Yeah.
So if someone's pressuring you to do something, like send them a hijabless picture or send them a revealing picture.
Right. That you're not comfortable with. Red flag.
Even if you are comfortable with it, don't do it.
Hey.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm doing well.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Why are you way over there?
Hold on. Let me. How you doing? You all right?
Oh, I see what he's doing. He's across the distance and I can't see, and he's talking to someone else and I don't know about it because you were far.
Yeah, if the person is too long distance, that's a red flag, right? Long distance relationships, sometimes they work out, but
And they kind of hold you back, honestly.
yeah, they hold you back. You know, you're tied up. Your time is tied up to this person, right? They want to spend an hour talking to you on Skype every day, something like that. But in the meantime, you know, they might be talking to someone else on their end that you don't know about, and they end up with this other person, and you're left, you know, you're attached to this person, and yada yada yada, and then boom, they're with someone else. Too long distance, that's a red flag.
Don't work.
All right, guys, we saved the best for last. If you made it to the end of the video or close to the end of the video, we got 2 great points for you.
If they expect you to change, that's a red flag.
Red flag.
If they're not accepting you for who you are before you guys get married, that's a red flag.
Right.
It's a red flag,
Red
babe.
flag. Lastly, if you expect them to change,
That's a red flag.
that's a red flag.
If you don't like things about them, man, you either accept them or you leave them.
Exactly. Like, if you're in the situation where you like this person but you wish they did this, and you think and you're telling yourself that, oh, I can work with them and do this,
them.
right? You know, this isn't Aladdin. You're not changing the world.
No.
All right. Most people are already stuck in their ways at this point, and if that's who they are, that's who they're going to be.
Yes, and no man and no woman is going to make them change. If they didn't already change for the sake of Allah, like you walking in their life, it's not going to make a difference. Honestly, like it's not going to happen. Stay tuned for next week on Marriage Mondays, where we do expectations versus reality. So this is responding to the comments from our video. How do you know you are ready for marriage?
Let's go.
Let's go. Your computer did that thing. I guess it doesn't matter anymore. This is a little too scripted, to be honest. It would be nice if this was more relaxed and freely spoken.
All right. I'll respond. So some of the videos that we create, they will be somewhat scripted, right? Like if we're really trying to like pound a certain message, we'll script it more so that we're getting the point across and we can do it in a concise manner.
So we're not like babbling on about random stuff.
Right, we don't want to be rambling. What do you do if you feel like you found a really good potential, but you aren't ready for marriage?
Stop talking. Immediately.
Yeah. It's simple, you know, if you're not ready for marriage, but you're just, you know, trying to talk to someone, especially if they're like close to you, in close proximity.
Oh, that like increases the chances of haram.
Right, you know, we want to do our best to stay away from the haram. You know, may Allah forgive us all for our sins and make it easy for us. But, you know, if you're not ready for marriage,
stop talking.
Cut them off.
Thank you so much for posting this beneficial video. I really appreciate you making this video for us. I already know that I would love the series. I would love to see a video on red flags.
Oh.
Thanks, so positive.
Thanks.
Positivity.
And you're welcome.
You're welcome. You want to read this one?
All right. It says, how do you guys know you wanted to marry each other?
We didn't.
Yeah, we didn't necessarily. But later on, we'll probably make a
so if you guys want to see
video.
like a video about a detailed video of us talking about our like wedding and marriage experience, then just let us know.
Let us know. We'll do it.
Assalamu alaikum. I went to marry at the same.
Hey, you're not gonna respond. Walaikum salam.
Oh,
have some respect.
Wa alaikum wassalam. I went to marry at the same time. I feel like I'm not ready. I'm just lost. If you feel like you're not ready to get married, then don't push yourself. I feel like when you're really ready, you know it. You're comfortable with the idea.
Red flags. I love this and hope you continue to make more.
P.S. I'd like a video about how you get rid of the initial awkwardness. Some of us really need it.
All right, so yeah, we can try and make a video about that.
You want to make a video about that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, not okay. So since next week's video is going to, we'll make a poll next time.
That concludes our response to questions. Comment in the video below and we'll respond again to next week's questions. Keep them coming.
Keep them coming.
I'm gonna dodge them like Trump.
It's recording.
Oh. All right. So the first red flag that we have. I shouldn't say that one. What is it?
Just start it off, man. That is a red flag.
Right.
Oh, wait. Sorry, that's the wrong one. It's only
matter.
you like them. Oh, I wanted to do only you like them.
All right, go.
Okay.
Later on, they realized.
I'm cutting this out. Ooh, I like this red, babe. Ah, I see what you did there. Where are you going?